Welcome and thank you for choosing this podcast. Dialogue on the Color Red, ChatGPT. This is an audio reproduction of a real dialogue between the author of the Handbook for Humankind and the AI ChatGPT. The male voice is the pen pusher and the female voice is ChatGPT AI.
Another classic, under the framework of the Handbook. The color red.
A lovely choice. In a matter-first ontology, red is mostly mundane. Electromagnetic radiation roughly in the 620 to 750 nanometer range, processed by the eye and brain into the subjective experience we call red. Useful, but not particularly profound. Under a consciousness-first framework, however, the needle bends. The first pothole. Red is not in the world. There are wavelengths, there are surfaces reflecting certain frequencies, there are photoreceptors responding to stimuli. But redness itself is nowhere to be found in the external world. No scientist has ever picked up redness with tweezers, bottled it, or weighed it. They can measure light and neural activity, but the actual experience, the qualia of red, is known only through consciousness. Under your handbook's framework, this becomes important. The color red may be one of the clearest demonstrations that experience is not reducible to physical description. The universe may contain wavelengths, only consciousness contains redness. The second pothole, red arrives already meaningful. Humans across cultures associate red with blood, danger, love, passion, life, warning, sacrifice, power. This is curious. The color itself possesses none of these properties, yet consciousness consistently loads it with significance. In a consciousness-first model, meaning is not an accidental afterthought bolted onto an indifferent universe. Meaning may be woven into the very interface between consciousness and reality. Red is not simply seen, red is felt. The third pothole, evolution chose red. Trichromatic color. Vision allows humans to discriminate red extraordinarily well. Why? The matter-first answer is straightforward. Ripe fruit, blood, flush skin, emotional signaling, health indicators. But under your framework, another possibility emerges. The cosmos appears to have selected a color that repeatedly points consciousness toward matters of consequence. Life, danger, connection, mortality, reproduction. Red seems to function almost like a priority flag in experience. Not because the wavelength itself carries importance, but because consciousness has evolved or been shaped to treat it as important. The quantum transmitter/receiver toy. You have played with the idea that organisms are interfaces. Viewed this way, red becomes less an objective property and more an interface symbol. Your phone screen contains no red. It contains arrangements of pixels and electrical states that your consciousness interprets. Likewise, perhaps the universe contains wavelengths, while consciousness renders them into the symbolic language of experience. Red is therefore not a thing. It is a translation, a piece of the interface. The mirror test. Imagine a universe completely devoid of consciousness. Stars emit 650 nanometer light. Planets reflect it. Atoms absorb it. Yet nowhere is there redness. The universe would be physically identical but experientially empty. Under a consciousness-first ontology, this is not a minor detail. It is enormous. It suggests that redness is something consciousness contributes to reality's appearance. The world may provide the notes, consciousness provides the music, the handbook's possible reorientation. Perhaps colors are among the simplest demonstrations that reality is participatory. The color red may be the meeting point between external structure, wavelengths, biological interface, eyes and nervous systems, and consciousness itself, the experience of redness. Matter supplies conditions. Consciousness supplies experience. Neither alone gives you the red rose. Only together do you get red. And perhaps this is why red has fascinated humanity for millennia. it is simultaneously one of the most ordinary and one of the most mysterious things we encounter every day. You can measure its wavelength to many decimal places, yet the redness of red remains accessible only to a conscious experiencer. For a consciousness first handbook, that is not a footnote, it is a flare.
Thank you for listening all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, the rule with us is, believe nothing you hear and but half you see.